Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, so the other day I was chatting with somebody, and basically he approached me and was talking about how he was trying to actually trade for one of my sheaths and everything else, and I thought that was cool and everything until I heard who he was trading from, and it got me thinking. It was like, you know what? I have got a lot of old sheaths out there that by today's standards and by the things, the quality that I'm putting out now versus what I was, a couple years ago or whatever, I wish I could make those sheaths disappear. So that's kind of what this video is about. Basically, my old work versus my new work and the things that I've learned and everything else. Wolf Customs actually started a couple years back, and it was actually called Wolf's Custom Sheaths at that point. And as how it started is I needed a new sheath for one of my knives, and through searching and everything else I came across Hedgehog Leather Works and thought that it was absolutely ridiculous, the prices and everything else. Now, I had dabbled in leather, and my mother had taught me a lot about leather, so I understood that, although I basically understood that leather work was expensive, because of the material cost and the time that was put in and everything else. But for a sheath to cost $350 and all that good stuff, that was just insane for me to understand. So I thought, you know what, I am going to dust off the leather tools and everything else, and I am actually going to try to make my own sheath. And like I said, I had dabbled in leather. I'd never really done it as a hobby or anything like that, just a few little projects here and there, and they were always pretty much crap. But I went ahead and tried to make a sheath, and it was not one of these, okay? These are obviously some of the things that I do nowadays. This was my first one, okay? This thing, although functional, is hideous. I mean, absolutely ugly. And this is actually the sheath that he was trying to trade for, this style of sheath. It was a Scout carry for a BK2. And, when I first made this sheath, I thought, man, this is good stuff right here. I thought this was quality work. Well, as I went along and learned things and learned from the best and saw some of the best work and everything else, I realized that this was not good. Okay, functional, yes, it's not going to fall apart, but good, no, it was ugly. So I just wanted to share with you a few of my earlier projects. So here's my first BK2 sheath, very ugly. My very first Tomahawk cover, again, very ugly, but functional. I mean, I still use this thing, but again, very ugly. And my axe cover, again, ugly, but by God, functional. Anyway, the point of all this is, as my leather work has become more popular and everything else, I see a lot more people trying to trade for it and everything else. But unfortunately, I generally see people trying to trade my older stuff. They're not really trying to trade my new stuff, which is kind of a compliment to me that people are willing to keep my good stuff. But at the same time, when people go trading my old stuff, they're saying, well, this is a Justin Wolf, or this is a Wolf Customs piece or something like that, and I just kind of cringe, because inside I want to say, no, that's not my work. I do so much better. I can do so much of a better job now than what I did then. So, is what I want you guys to do is, if any of you guys are on like the trading groups and everything else, and you got somebody that's wanting to trade trade you something and they're offering a Justin Wolf or a Wolf Customs piece or something like that, get a picture of that item, okay? If you can't tell if it's an older piece or a newer piece or whatever, send it to me at wolfcustoms@yahoo.com, and I will let you know if in fact that is a Wolf Customs piece or a Wolf's Custom Sheaths piece, because there's a completely different thing going on. This was Wolf Custom Sheaths back when I was completely horrible at leather, at making it beautiful and functional, and this is Wolf Customs work now, where I not only make it functional but very beautiful as well. So I'm not ashamed of this work, because this work got me where I am now, but I want to make sure that everybody gets exactly what it is that they're wanting. And when people, you know, try to trade some of my older pieces, you know, I don't necessarily think that they are up to standard and are quality pieces that I feel should be sold or traded. So, like I said, if you guys ever have any questions on some of my older pieces, Maya, patience, then hit me up and I will let you know. But that is all I've got. Enough rambling. As always, guys,